This is how I almost unalived myself twice this year. A lot of good things, a lot of bad things happened this year. I don't know if the year was out to get me or what. While I was working on the car and editing the videos for you guys, I started having a sharp pain in my heart region, lung region, and honestly, I thought I was gonna have a heart attack, but I didn't think twice about it. And I was like, you know what, maybe something that I ate, or maybe I'm drinking or eating too much sugar. I was like, you know what, maybe lay back, drink some water, go on my day. Later on that night, I started feeling a sharp pain in my chest where my heart was. I don't know too much about the human body, but I was like, dude, I feel like a knife pain to my chest. It felt very sharp, and every time I took a breath, it just hurt really bad. And I was like, god damn. I actually started getting concerned, and after one more day, the pain just got worse. I wasn't able to go to sleep when I wanted to. The pain was so excruciating that I needed help. I was having a panic attack. Called my girlfriend. I was like, dude, I need someone to take me to hospital. You know, I wasn't able to drive, so I couldn't really take my car and take my ass to the ER. It was definitely scary for sure, and I didn't figure out what was going on with my body. My girl also called one of my homeboys. He was like, what's going on? Hey, I think Jarek needs to go to the hospital. So then I had my cousin pull up, so I hopped in my cousin's car and I got a call from my mom, and she was like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going to the ER. And she said, what? And I said, yeah, I'm going to the ER, like, and out of nowhere kind of noticed. And she was like, are you okay? What's going on? And I was like, bro, I think I feel like I'm having a heart attack. And she was worried, and I was worried too. I didn't know what to do, and I was just kind of stunned because it just happened out of nowhere. I was very speechless. I was very much in pain. The whole time my mindset was like, what's gonna happen next? Like, is this it for me? We hurried, got into the section, they weighted me down, they took my heart rate, they did like some scans, and they put patches on my body to make sure that I was all right, or if it was serious, then maybe I had to go into surgery or anything like that. Usually when you go to a hospital, it's not usually a good thing. Ran through an IV through me, put the needle in, and I am not a guy that is fond of needles. When I see needles, I start to get the shivers, I get the chills a little bit because I just don't like pointy objects. Nurse comes by and she said, let me check your vitals. The doc comes and he was like, okay, what's happening? What's going on? I don't know what it's called, but they gave me, I guess, ibuprofen or Tylenol on steroids. As soon as they injected my body, I think I had so much anxiety and I had so much fear that my body started getting cold to hot. I started sweating on my armpits, my arms, and looking my neck. I was scared. I'd never been in a hospital in my life other than like visit, and I thought I was gonna be unalive right there because I just felt like my body was going through just all kinds of stages, like a big roller coaster, phasing in and out of temperatures, and the shakiness and the anxiety and the fear. It was all building up. 40 minutes later, doc comes by and he said, you're pretty young. Your vitals are pretty good. We gave you the ibuprofen Tylenol on steroids in you, so you should be good. And you basically have an inflammatory lung, a swollen lung, which almost feels like a heart attack. All he said, it shouldn't be serious at all. He said it should just blow over in the next week. I did still feel the pain. It was still hard to go to sleep after I took the medications. I was good after that. For some of y'all guys don't know, I drive a 2000 Honda Civic hatchback. It's my pride and joy, and it's actually the car that I replaced since I sold the Supra. If you guys haven't seen that video of why I sold the Supra, I'll put it somewhere on the screen. When I had the car was pretty beat up, had a rusty hood, the paint was chipping off. Something that I forgot to mention, this car was also poorly maintained. There's some things that were hacked onto this car that were a little bit sketchy. So when I got it, there was a lot of problems. The car had misfires, it was surging, so the car would go it would literally not keep an idle for its damn life. Figured out that it had a bad harness. You guys got to keep in mind that this car is old. This car was made in 2000 and I'm born in 2000, so it's 23 years old, just as old as me. Because of its age, it started showing its age while I was driving it. As you guys know, this is my daily driver. I drive it almost everywhere I go. Grocery getter, do a little bit of travel, go to a little bit of car meets, and we're also in the process of trying to case swap it. Definitely been through the ruts, and I definitely tested out for sure. I finally fixed all the issues, except there was one problem. So one day my computer was running slow editing these videos, and I was just like, bruh, I need to upgrade my computer. So I went to Best Buy, and by the time I came back, I was driving down the interstate trying to go back home. The drive flashed before my eyes, and I almost literally clapped the wall. It happened so fast. And what happened was the spindle just completely ejected out. The ball joint just completely gave out on me. Luckily, I was able to catch in time, but I was super close to clapping the wall, and the hatch probably would have been done for. And also, if I just made the wrong move, semi truck that was behind me could have like clapped me or could have spun my car around and go to like the metal railing. I definitely am blessed. But yeah, I think the lesson of story for that is just to replace everything and to maintain everything and make sure everything is checked. And I think that's the thing that I kind of failed on. That was the time where I almost unalive myself twice. I know you guys thinking, oh man, Jarek, you're being so over dramatic. Your car almost clapped the wall. Okay. Oh, you went to the hospital, but like really serious situations. Like I almost could have been unalived. You know what I'm saying? You know, there could have been no more content. There could have none have been of me, you know, anything. And it's kind of crazy to say. And definitely when I was younger in high school, I took things for granted. This year has definitely been a scary, but eventful and adventurous year I've probably had in my entire life. Something I want to tell you guys at the end of this video is just to be thankful and to make sure to say I love you to the people that you care about and that provide for you, and whatever they do for you, make sure to know that they are appreciated, whether it's your mom, your dad, sister, brother, grandpa, because they are not on this earth for long. Everyone has, unfortunately, an expiration date on their lives. There is so much you could do to control life with your hands, and there's so much you could do when life just turns around on you, and it's definitely scary sometimes, but you can't always live in fear, because at the end of the day, life is too short. And I know that's cliche, everyone says it, but it's honestly true. Average person that lives is around 70, 75. So I am very grateful for you guys supporting me, liking, sharing, commenting. You know, it's definitely truly amazing of what a community we build upon. Tons of things that happened this year. I've got to travel more. I've got to meet new people, network with new companies, and it's been amazing. And I wasn't able to do any of that because of you guys. Y'all guys have changed my life.
Caps control.